Kamusta mga ka-Walk with Lan? Ako si Lan at welcome back sa isang episode ng ating Political Deep Dive. Ngayon, tatalakayin natin ang isang headline na nagpainit ng social media. Dilima, galit sa ginawa kay Torre. Oo mga kababayan, si former Senator Leila Dilima na ngayon ay representative ng mamamayang Liberal Party List ay nagpahayag ng kanyang pagkadismaya sa biglaang pagkatanggal kay PNP Chief General Nicolas Torre III. Bakit ba siya galit? Ano ang nangyari kay Torre? At ano ang implikasyon nito sa Philippine politics? Para sa mga kabataan at OFWs na tulad nyo na busy sa trabaho abroad o sa pag-aaral pero passionate pa rin sa politika ng bayan nating mahal, ang Pilipinas. Ito ang episode para sa inyo. Fact-based tayo rito, critical at witty para hindi kayo mabore. We will dissect this like a frog in biology class, step by step, with no guts spared. Ha ha ha! Stay tuned for a couple of minutes of pure infotainment. Hit that like button na, no? Subscribe and turn on notifications bell, no? Let's work this out, mga kababayan. Magsimula tayo, no, sa bida ng kwento. Si Leila Dilima, mga kababayan. Si Dilima ay hindi basta-basta politiko. Siya ay isang lawyer, human rights activist, at dating Secretary of Justice under President Aquino. Born in Iriga, Camarines Sur noong August 27, 1959. Wait, birthday niya nga pala kahapon. Happy 66th birthday, Representative Dilima. Okay. Intellectually, she's top-notch, mga kaibigan. Graduated salutatorian sa Zambeda College of Law, placed 8 in the 1985 bar examinations. Nagsimula siya bilang staff ni Supreme Court Justice Isagani Cruz, then became an election lawyer. Sabi niya sa isang interview, "My father advised me to avoid politics because I don't play games." Pero look at her now, fighting the system head-on. Noong 2008, appointed siya ni Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as CHR chairperson. Dito nagsimula ang kanyang clash with powerful figures. She investigated the Davao Death Squad under then Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Fast forward to 2010, Justice Secretary under Pinoy handled high-profile cases like the Manila hostage crisis and the Maguindanao massacre probes. Yan. Pero ang turning point, her vocal opposition to Duterte's drug war. As senator, in 2016, she chaired the Senate probe on extrajudicial killings. Resulta, accused siya ng drug-related charges, allegedly conspiring in drug trading sa Bilibid, no? Fabricated as later proven. Okay, she was detained for 6 years, mga kaibigan, and 8 months and 21 days. 2,454 days total. Grabe yun, Released on bail in November 2023, acquitted in 2 cases by 2024, and the last charge dropped in June 2024. Ngayon, she's back as ML Party List representative, no? Habang nasa kulungan, she wrote books and even filed, no, bills from jail, mga kaibigan, no? Okay, about resilience. Wait lang. Okay, talk about resilience para sa mga kabataan. Ito ang example ng never back down, no? Para sa mga OFWs, imagine fighting for human rights, while abroad. Si Dilima did it from behind bars. Okay. Ngayon, let's shift to the other player, no? Si General Nicolas Torre III. Sino ba siya? Appointed as PNP chief last June 2025 by President Bongbong Marcos. Barely 3 months ago, before that, he was known for leading controversial operations. Okay, Torre headed the arrest of Apollo Quiboloy last year and even the arrest of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte in March 2025. Oo, mga kaibigan, si Duterte na mismo then made him very popular and high-performing in the eyes of critics like Dilima, who see him as a no-nonsense cop enforcing the law without fear. Okay, pero bakit high-performing? Under his short tenure, he pushed for reforms like lifestyle checks on cops and aggressive anti-crime operations. No, parang siya yung strict teacher na gustong-gusto ng nerds pero hated ng bullies. Para sa mga kabataan, he's like the Fortnite character na aggressive sa raids Sa mga OFWs natin, imagine a boss who cleans house, efficient pero nakaka-offend sa iba, no? Okay ha, ito. Torres action is steered, no, according to one of our sources, no, from ABS-CBN and Philstar. Torres action is steered the path, especially with Duterte loyalists. Some speculate his boldness against powerful figures made him a target. Okay ha, August 26, 2025. Biglang inilabas ng Malacanang ang memo signed by Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, who relieves si Torre, effective immediately. No reason given initially. Replaced by Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates. Okay. Ito walang forever. Senator said, walang forever, meaning even top posts are temporary. Pero si Dilima, she posted on Facebook, what's happening? They better have a good reason in doing that to a very popular, much appreciated, and high-performing PNP chief. Nako, bakit galit si Dilima? No? Torres' actions aligned with her advocacy for justice and rule of law. He arrested figure CFOs during Duterte's time. Para sa kanya, this removal smells like political maneuvering, perhaps to appease certain factions. No? DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla later hinted at internal conflicts and Torre overstepping, like defying orders on appointments, speculations from Politico.com. No? Torres' arrest of Duterte and Kibuloy might have angered Marcos allies or created tensions, mga kaibigan. Mga kababayan, ano sa tingin ninyo? Is this a clean up or a cover up? Comment down below para sa viewer attention. Sasagutin ko yan sa next episodes. Okay. Intellectually, let's critic this. Una, rule of law. Torres removal without clear reason undermines transparency. As per Amnesty International interviews with Dilima, she survived Duterte's vendetta. Now, is Marcos doing something similar? Parang Philippine politics is like Jenga, no? Pull one block, Torre, and the lower wobbles. Para sa mga kabataan, this is like canceling a favor influencer for being too real. For OFWs, imagine your remittance delayed because of office politics. Frustrating, di ba? Okay, Torres Ops targeted EJK, figures, and cult leaders. His sacking might signal a shift, perhaps Marcos avoiding ICC probes or balancing with Duterte camp ahead of elections. Dilima's reactions highlight hypocrisy. She was jailed on fabricated charges. Now, Torre removed abruptly. In her Time interview 2023, she said, they wanted to break me. Is Torre broken? He says, no. Okay, Ito, ito na yung witty part, mga kaibigan. August 27, 2025. Dilima 66th birthday. Sino ang nagbisita? Si Torre mismo. Dala-dala ang cake, no? Yan. Okay sino ang nagbisita? Si Torre mismo, mga kaibigan. Dala-dala ang cake. Thank you for the visit. Thank you for the greeting. Thank you for the cake, General Torre. Wow, sweet Ma'am, cake delivery po. And clarify, do I look like somebody who is bitter? I have no ill feelings. I'm a good soldier, sabi ni Torre. Ano ibig sabihin? Reciprocity. Torre recalled Dilima visiting him in July for a CHR meeting. Para sa kabataan, it's like a plot twist in a K-drama. Para sa mga OFWs dyan, a gesture of solidarity in tough times. This shows alliances, no? Forming. Dilima and Torre both anti-Duterte figures. Photos from Instagram and Facebook went viral, no? Okay, this event exposes fractures in Marcos admin. Para sa mga kabataan, it's a reminder. Politics isn't just memes. It affects justice. Para sa mga OFWs, your votes matter. This could impact remittances via stable governance. Parang Philippine politics is a teleserye full of twists, but we need real reforms. Okay, support independent journalism to uncover truths. Mga kababayan, sa mundo kung saan ang kasinungalingan ay nangingibabaw, ang katotohanan ng unang sinisikil. Pero kasama kayo magpapatuloy tayo sa laban, walang takot, walang kinikilingan, at laging handa para sa bayan. Sumali na sa aking YouTube membership sa #WalkWithLan at tulungan natin ang channel na maabot ang 100,000 subscribers. Ang inyong suporta ang susi sa kalayaan natin para ipagpatuloy ang pagbabalita ng katotohanan. Salamat at kita-kits sa laban. Okay, to sum up, mga kaibigan, De Lima's anger stems from seeing a reformer like Torres sidelined. Ano ang susunod? Watch for Torres' statement. Mga ka-Walk with Lana, share your thoughts. Galit ba kayo rin? No? Like, subscribe, and join the membership for exclusive content. Salamat sa pag-walk with me. Kita-kits next time. Okay? Mabuhay ang Pilipinas and peace out.